Money management is the term given to keeping an eye on your money when you're playing casino games. Each one of the games will offer a primary wager. Some offer secondary wagers and then wagers on past that, depending on the game you're playing. Blackjack, you generally have a primary wager, and then you have 4 options in the game that you can add money to your hand if the proper cards present themselves. So when you're doing your buy-in, you give the dealer your money, but you always put it between the spots on the table that are designated for the players to make their wagers in. Never put it in a wagering spot. Always put it between. If you come in and sit down in the middle of a hand, you're going to want to ask if it's okay. You know, if you put your money out, the dealer may shove it back to you and say you'll have to wait till the end of the shoe. That didn't used to be such a big deal, but it really is now. A lot of houses, if you come in the middle of a single deck deal or in the middle of a shoe, they'll request that you wait until that shoe is finished. It's another anti-card counting measure, because very often if a shoe is positive, people who are playing on blackjack teams will stand around and watch. If the person who's playing at the table gets an idea, I'm sure you guys have all seen, most of you seen the movie 21, so it's basically that was what it was all about. When a table gets to be positive, the people who are at the table who are in the game will signal to their partners to come and sit into the game. So the houses have gotten much more aware of that being a possibility, and they'll request that you wait until the end. That's fine, just pull your money back, sit there and watch. Gives you a chance to get a good idea for how the cards are flowing and what level the other players at the table are at. And that's all something you want to know and be aware of. This person here has a $50 buy-in, so we've given them 10 silver, which is what they asked for, and 8 of the $5 chips. This person was a $200 buy-in, so what we've given them is 8 of the $25 chips. This is my personal favorite buy-in, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4 in the backup, 2, 3, and a single wager there. That's a $40 buy-in on a $5 table, or an $80 buy-in on a $10 table. And what'll happen now, this person's going to make a wager, this person's going to make a wager, and this person's also going to make a wager for the dealer. So when you're doing your money management, the purpose of money management is to keep track of how you're winning and how you're losing. I figured out a long time ago that if I go ahead and work out some kind of a pattern for my chips and the wagers I'm going to be making, and I just stay with that and keep building up and down, I seem to survive in a game generally. Not all the time, but generally I'll survive a whole lot longer than other people do who are playing a whole lot more money than I am. And they're not walking away at the table with piles of chips either. So here we have a 5 against a 4 is going to hit. We have 15 against a 4 is going to stay. This person's going to take care of their double down opportunity and slide another wager in. The dealer places it in the middle. We're going to give them 1 card. 12s are ugly. I hate them with a passion. This one we're going to hit. Dealer has 18, or the player has 18. Player has 14, and another 6 bounces up for 19. So this one is a loser. This one's a winner. And the 15 over here is a loser, and the dealer is a loser also, because the player didn't win, so the dealer didn't get paid, or the player didn't win, so the player didn't get played on the toke. So this one's going to double up on their bet, go back here, 1 more here, 1 more here, and we're going to slide 1 more here. Now I'm going to go through this kind of fast because I want you to be able to see what's going to happen here, if anything. 15 against a 7 is going to hit. Too many. That comes off and that comes off. 18's good and 19's good. Dealer has a 7 showing. Dealer has 12. Dealer has 15. Dealer has too many. This person's going to get paid here, and this person's going to get paid here. As soon as the dealer picks up the cards, the players are going to get ready for their next wager. So this person's adding 1 more out of his winnings and putting the other one back on the pot. This one, I got paid 1, so I'm going to go back and make sure I've got my 3 basic piles in place back there before I start adding anything to the wager. And this person's going to go ahead here, and 1 more for the dealer, although it's not doing them a whole lot of good. A lot of people are superstitious, and they figure if they don't play something for the dealer isn't going to give them good cards. I got news for you. The dealer doesn't have anything to do with it. The cards are there, or the cards are there. Again, we've got a double down opportunity. 1 here, place that. Good sport here is going to put another one up for the dealer. 20 is good, 15 against a 4 is going to stay. 14, 16, too many. Okay, now we go there. This person's winning 3. This person is getting 2 plus 2 for the dealer. And lousy card, but it worked. So dealer picks them up and gets ready for the next hand. Players decide what they're going to wager. And what's going to happen here, these 4 come in, dealer will knock them on the side of the tray and put them over here to the side. That way, if the pit boss looking, they know that those dealers did go into the dealer toke. And normally the dealer's tokes are split per shift, so it doesn't just go to that one dealer. They take and put it into a box in the center of the pit. It's counted once the shift is over, and then that money is split between all the people who are on that shift. We're going to add one more here and go back there. This one is going to go back to there simply because this hand isn't getting all that great of cards. Had I started winning right off the bat, I would have doubled up right off the bat. But I will play conservatively, hold back, bet one and back and forth until I get them built up, and then make a push based on what I see happening in the game. That's the general idea of money management. You want to have a feel for what's going on in the game. You want to be tracking your winnings. Unlike this person here, he's just adding 1, which is good, it's fine. But this kind of player would then also be tempted to, if he loses 4, might put out another 4. You know, on the next hand. Say he loses this, put out another 4 because that's what he was built up to. I kind of wonder why. Once the cards turn on you, they're going to turn usually for a couple of hands. So you're better off betting the table minimum when you're not winning, and then let your wagers build on what you have been winning, so that if you ever do get into a position where you're winning 4, 5, 6, 10 hands in a row, you're doing that on house money and you're making a lot more profit on your game. So that's a brief idea of what money management's all about. A lot of the gaming books have got a lot of different systems on money management, but basically it's keep track of your money, have a predetermined wagering pattern and wagering amount, and stick to it. Good luck.